Helo agus fáilte rybgw ar balcosau internationalta y sio. Bio y BBC Alapa le Alapa y cloicynau y Chymru. Yn y cianau jys na Sbaen ha Alapa y cloich y Chymru yn cwpa ffinitar. Gem y gydig ffagal gri Alapa bycholiche na'n caliag yn ys Chile lafyn ein iddo chwpa. Agus gêm cydromach cydioch gan Chymru I adsen I fiaching bri cianavache chwmal ri Innis Chile agus ad hyn na lafyn ein iddo chwpa y fwynig Alapa an y 2050. Se gêm idle cydromach a hawn ach drast y bysyn Giano Jesal y son na ffein nasianta agus ddosioch bi skippe na Cymru y tîniamach agus bi skippen a Alapa y tîniamach Colarua. Sfaici sim y drast leis y ffein nasianta. Skippen a Alapa y shit le ffewn nasiant yn a Alapas. Mae'r hig siws na Jalafin sio tîn ywgyn fo Murcia yn y cianau jys na Spania ha ffewn nasiant na Cymru iddi fi iawn ma'n ha. Ar reitire Lucy Sulkova y jws gys Colarua iddi ffarc e bredd live idd gach clychydr a ha gyfi stri yna I cheile as y jys agos mae ha lenting mae'r ha iddi fi har na gemyn yn mygierig as y gei as y Sbaen had gyfi stri gydera yn ei hele. Na Jalafin cydrymach aws yn y ha cloich gan y Chellichen agos cwtioch brachtach e Alapa gan torstymach son taich y chwdri ffwtbol yn ei homophobia. Sy'n immerst a ha lenting y drast e gyda skipper sio hi sy'n seichentys i'r biolw y skipper agus gydera ag skippe na Cymru cwtioch adsen le brachtach na bwyr ffrosio sydd agus y da skippe y tors taich gan yn ymwrs sy'n ha lenting iddo fi ys sio hyn. Y da skippe yn ys gyfi tîn coleg. Mae'r am iddo fi gra tors taich gan yn ymwrs a ha sio. Yn ei gra'n ffeisio dy hiors y fi. Da fy'n y tors taich gan nymwrs a hasyn. Fi sy'n dolgw cwb un sy'n gach teiw gyda drast na brachtig ydyn torsiachad idr yn da hapchen. Giano cyntiach co hag y fi cleich tyf siach tyf agos Giano Jesal agos ara y chwyd idd y gêm hyn. Colrwm son y fi biach gychwyd idd y gêm a hasyd ha Hayley Lauder. Hayley, we've got an important game here for both sides. How do you see today's game going?
Yeah, I think it's going to be a tough match. I think Wales, structurally, they'll be very sound. I think that's something that Scotland have struggled with recently, is breaking down those sort of two banks of four. But I think over the course of the tournament, we've seen two games that have both had a half that's been very strong and then a half that has needed improvement. So hopefully today we see a full 90 minutes.
As you mentioned, it's been one win, one loss for Scotland. Very different sides in both games and very different opposition. What can Pedro Martinez Losa have taken from those games so far?
Yeah, I think it's hard. There's a lot of complexities around a tournament at this time of year. People are in pre-season, people have played a lot of games, so you do have to mix things up and manage player load. But I think we've gone back to a similar team to that first game. I think Lauren Davidson certainly deserves our chance. And like I say, we haven't been prolific, so maybe Abby Harrison coming in today will provide some goals for us.
Mar Hishin Maha in game is Tasha Hughley Alapa, Abby Harrison, she Hoshi Kushin. Is een bal in de goed zoals Junsi Claire Emsley get nach Dory heen, Graham 8th. Als je een veiking gewel Gumri le Cheval, agus ma haar son of lentil again ma haar shot and Bierle. Food shoot shin Iano either foot and Jerek. If you're looking for a red button commentary of this match, you can head over to the red button now where Al Lament will take you through everything that's going on in English. Ach, fyrwch leis I gaelig, si Gymru, gydaste le escort agus Green ag y chwf, Josie Green Cheese le slaniu Green, meske sgepa sio gan y Gymru ach ag dach iawn gan y ffarc y diw. Sy'n ffeiking Claire Emsley shit I heen Lauren Davidson agus Abby Harrison hwys ag gyfwlwch dy galapa y diw. Sy'n ceir agus no sy'n 3 agus y 3 sy'n cwmwg a ha Pedro Martinez los ag cyrmach. Yw'n sy'n chrwy fe shit fo Nicola Doherty ach gylogal. Ys chan i'w cwsg gerain ag Jess Fishlock y shit mi hyn in yw'n sy'n nach roa bwlwch. Cha be faaltje bwlwch y fe shit gan y game. Sam Kerr, Sophie Howard did it. Mi hier ik vangen bal at Ashku, Lee Gibson it in the push to reach to the gallop it. She Jenna 5 gelijk the game. Ik het hier gaan en nu in the Philippines. Ach, bal at Ashku out of a hun. Lee Gibson is on a game a shot. Gallop is on Tukal van een goed gitaar. Doherty. Doch siachat y shit ydd Hannah Kane ach bal sŵs gwrdd mach le escort hal op y gachwmal gyda is ha mi cynsioch si Doherty fys chi'n sŵs gagal Irash chan yn captain Rachel Corsi kept araf y siach fichyd I gys y diw hiet dau hit kept y galopa yn captain y gysgif y diw is plachwiele kutjoch de Claire Emsley is je liggen tu kep juach wel big aan te werk ach Noorsen big aan skills aan vangen machers en tel le Sophie Hurd it a gleich tre Noorsen I guess she Davidson wel vai viering fijn soos gaan wel gaan naai ach een bal soos voor Fiona en Gilligan ik keer die al op lente lotte really the first possession we've seen from Scotland there and just too much on the ball in the end.
Yeah, I think it's been an okay start from us. I think we're looking composed on the ball. We're moving it well at the back. Sam Kerr, Erin Cuthbert splitting it between the two of them to drop in as a 6 and that's what you'll get from Fiona Brown. Quality on both feet there. She cuts into her left and Lauren is so direct and the run she makes, if we can time that right, she can be a big threat for us today.
Keir of Ashit, the Kalamach is a VN. The research is Korta Hakach Suez. Hannah Kane at Dallas a yay. I guess big and Kucha mission. If Gibson and Fakal Kilmbal with a score for Gamach, San Preposhan, Shach Satalis Jack, Maravigi Heen, Yeri. Is he here at Kunnerst a shot to gallop a Kaylee Green, a shit out of it now. Agus Josie Green ag a chŵl ar y fysia. Sy'n sgarrig I ian o geisio haced. Y sioc gyda si Lily Woodham. Mae si fre bosian.
In front, Abby, in front, Abby.
Mi yn y fogsach, ydy sgwp ag y ffala fy shit le Howard. Yn y gybal ar asis diachach. Gaan ik er ook koesolig het Lee Gibson een shit ietsje. Brown fine Kagunega Liz Rachel, get nach Kerry Holland College Lish. En Kusroin ek Brown guitar. Baldal Shachat het Cuthbert. Kagunig Rachel Dolachgus en guitar Haynes Caroline Weir. En Balpulach Fosmach ach smach Gilliorgus en Kagunig ein. Dacher de shit voor oorlog ach bij niet maar. Eing zoals de Amesley. Weird en Noors naar het kutje hem spial op het tolletje bal gewoon als een nog een shot. Amesley Shamaha, Gahakal, skill, Fata, Cuthbert de Noorsen, well, I'm spinch groei. Navriska Junsi, Ching is Shach shit. You see Cuthbert just playing it out at the end of the pitch, but a nice piece of skill from Amesley to leave the ball through.
Yeah, she's an exciting player, Claire Emsley. I don't think we've seen the best of her in that opening game against Iceland. She is in pre-season with her club though. But yeah, that's what she brings. She's constant energy, she wants on the ball, and she can add little bits of quality like that.
And a milestone for her today, her 50th cap.
Yeah, it's absolutely incredible. I think to play 50 games for your national team is unreal, and especially for her when she did come in a little bit later in her career. Yeah, so massive congratulations to her for that today.
And we have to mention too, 140 caps for the captain.
Yeah, it is unreal. To represent Scotland once is a privilege, and for her to do it 140 times and also captain the team so well, yeah, I think it is an incredible achievement for her today as well.
Hishin be in captain tolletje ek Jiro Hushin. She fighting shit. Alpe a fine Brepashan, hit Brepashan ach geheen. Cuthbert. Click Chelsea. Jenna Jeshalson. Rasa Gistiach. Rainy Shin Agus Apertel. Chunna Foster Hool le Erin Cuthbert. Agus Sophie Howard. Le Kiaun. Gus Girach mar Filler. Gachud Istiach Gantel. Alpe it Hoshach. Just exactly the start that Pedro Martinez Losa would want.
Yeah, it's perfect. It looked like a great ball in from Erin into that back area, and that's what Sophie brings you. She's aggressive. She wants to go be first to that ball, and it's a fantastic header into the bottom corner of the net.
See it again here, as you said, Cuthbert with the ball in. Lots of space for Howard, but she does the best with it.
Yeah. You can see there she loses her marker. It is poor from Wales. A lot of zonal players in there not really picking up, but Sophie does well to lose her marker, and yeah, like I say, that's what she brings you. Aggression and a fantastic start to the game for Scotland.
Corum Sabi, Notion Olivia Clark, Idern pushed Gan Humri is Alape, Tel Kunyoni, it Hoshach, Stjach, Och Minachin, in the Gloch, the Null as a spy. Gus Oorlog is het, het Corsi. Heen like Corum Killiard, Jach Bal het Soos. Amesley initiative, fijne bal voor Harrison. We kan de Jaanse Schachert zijn ballen schachen en vast de goal eerst. We kan kussen, zo'n Laurens en Davidson ikke goal. Gooi kijk, zie kijk bij geschenest. Jachen in de lach. Jolas Killiard ikke. Corsi het game voor je snijpelen Jaks. Bí tá se geworden hula game de Glasgow City Kutchaks. She hintje. Ik was unie atte en alleen in de halve ganin. Ball a chrúig siad for Clark. Schanili a chalorach Sam Kerry Vian a Farke Cuthbert and Orson Gachudamachs Brown Erichley. The Dave Yarst in Talshachat Fiaching Kiu Talshachat Gishach and Rachel Jim Yakari Hain Vatuch Mishit Shach Triplet Sabilish Nunsi Chudish Shachora. Kala shit the gallop if we find a ball for Serson, yeah, like a whole go Chickley, Humri, Olivia Clark. Drain Yallapa Kus Lishin Corum. Kunnerstach for Doherty. Balja continue get. Big and stock in the skipple in the Vaidu. Caroline Weirnish the Corum Ballang she is. Mirik Caschli. Chodemach. Brown Gachal Gata. I'm in Avris nach een balstoch reep, maar if ik klik het er een halve keer. Va Uske gachud ieder vaarke run game. Kus het shin Gata is on Claire Emsley. We see just a couple of missed touches, passes going just a little bit too long. Is it the pitch? Is it the players? Is it just a combination of everything?
Yeah, I think we need to take a little bit more care with our passes to each other. I think the pitch certainly does look quick. It looks fiery. I think it's been a bit hard. So yeah, I think it's just a matter of taking a bit more care with our passing to each other.
Gahari Kahul be Brown will be Kurmach Talarashach Aster Gilorich Getolsuas Kutchach and Fiaching a shit Harrison of the Stachar and Groichach Game of Woodham Jach Balach of the Stachs and Satalis Jach the Galapa Alpa Kain et al Mianach Snasal Ta Bal Erashinish Gu Erin Cuthbertacho Kutrmach as a skipper Galapa Vicruch Cushion Davidson Garage Gahorska Weir Gata Idora Voxe Hain Lorach Brown Ball a Chingish Jacharish Jach Kus Strash give Olivia Clark. He's in a shit Gata Ho Kunners Saha Ho Kunnerstoch Gamalish Gal Sahanya Shin who was second night the Galapa. Cuthbert Shin Kuthkuchum Shin Fak on ball like Davidson. Davidson got Rassig is Jachanivoxa by Lorach Abby Harrison. Ball Giochadol Shachadore. Good pressure from Scotland again. A couple of 3 times now they've stolen the ball from the Welsh backline.
Yeah, we are. We're pressing well. We're picking up the second ball very well. Yeah, I think our movement in the wide areas has been good. You can see Fiona Brown there getting to the byline, maybe with a better ball, or the striker getting across the goalkeeper. We can make that a little bit harder for Wales, but certainly it's been a positive start for Scotland.
Hollis a shot. Gabel, Kerry Holland. If Brackain. Hayens, Sam Kerso, son of Al. Navriskri Caravan Kiu. It's worthy she. It's worthy Bikante Vrax, Norsen de Huchji. Gani Edidalo. Speelloch Mentica Norsen Giano. Giachanin. Giano Keen Joch Gilly Cash Gilior, Lenta Lorovic Leith. Bican Corugik. Manager Nakumri, Gemma Granger. Shit, I guess Hanalis Nachi. Bis Fiachenry Rutgenara who Gahari me game is Holland Chinye. Collis Kiu Gilly. Bican de Brackain. See the goal again here. Just the ball to the back post and a bullet header. But as you mentioned before, that lots of zonal players not really doing anything in the end.
Yeah, but I think a lot of it comes from Scotland's movement there. It's obviously something they've worked on. You can see 3 runners, including Rachel Corsie, who would be a main target for Scotland that Wales would look to match up. You can see them driving into that front area there to leave the space round the back for Sophie, and yeah, she's attacked the ball very well.
We saw Gemma Granger there chatting to a couple of the Welsh players. What do you think they maybe need to change? They've been kind of under the cosh a couple of, that press from Scotland's been quite effective, really.
Yeah, it has. I think Scotland have done well in that. I don't necessarily think it's been a high press. I think a lot of the second balls that we've won have come from Welsh mistakes. So, yeah, I think they maybe need to tighten that up and obviously look to get their more creative players like Jess Fishlock and Hannah James on the ball a bit further up the pitch for them and help them gain some yards.
Sinna feichcin gyda siad gyfel Kerry Holland ydd ching yr asiad. Y hwlwyd dyn i'n tolig eisiau feichcin hais. Halapa gyda fiach yn togalwyr ile fan y hwl. Van hier hwl Gerard Dalarash. Gibson ydyn y pwysht. Gibson gachlai nôl dy Doherty. Doherty notion Lorach y pas y fai Geri ha bal y notion tŵchim gyda dy Lauren Davidson I hein gahorst a Caroline Weir gahorst yr asiach Iemig Davidson tiach y golmach dw bycan rŵm y farach Lorach y ddor y foxa yr asiach tiach fo Brown y notion Cuthbert y dol Leith Iar Ais na biachse Chi hinja yn Coney a Lorach Björn na Til na Cormid Til Cyw ach bal gasgil ymach dy Claire Emsley dyr y seri eist. Hyn pic yn slyd I gore ach Rhain Cuthbert gyliawr y bal o chwmal dy galapa. Cuthbert gyda yn pyrisyn. Bal yr y chleich ymach. Wel, hi sy'n na eisiau syl sy'n ie. Gardd leisgal. Mae'n nachro sy'n y corteryf. Caroline Weir gyda dawns ys y stri agos y cwmal y fal. Chroi ffew cygwnig y reitr y farach feidioch gra. Salnac am sa ha. Game y gyfal. Gyfal yr ash. Gilly Gibson. At the shed Lorach Harrison ha Cwtcham if Josie Green is Joe Cwtcham for has Cws Cwtcham for Abby Harrison Rear Lucy Salkova a Rachel Juas Spain he sy'n tiach bic an sledig mis mynd sy'n grau di siach sledig shit. I'm sure any forward would say that was fair game but the referee doesn't quite agree.
Yeah, I think it was a foul in the end up, but I don't mind to see that from Scotland. I think you can see how Wales are sort of sitting in a mid-block there and their space is behind, and that's what Abby does offer you. She can come and link the play, but she can also get us in behind.
Eg hwyl yn eist, ha Cuthbert ga aing yr ash, Davidson, hi hen I tŵntag, ha cas y ching ysdiach yn y nyr beich gysio, sy'n ga agal, ffyrysteg Olivia Clark, ach sy'n y feich gyng yr eich choch cynnorstach, sa ha alapa, hwys gaharst, ag sy'n Cwtcham ahead line of hwyl na Cymru. Another good chance there for Scotland, and one that they've created themselves again with that pressure.
Yeah, you can see Caroline stepping on to the ball there and doing a high press. I think Lauren isn't shy in working the space for a shot. But it's positive from Scotland. We seem to be creating our own luck just now with our press, and yeah, I think it seems a much more positive and comfortable performance so far.
Cwysyn corstal ag y chwl gan Chymru y shit ag y series had i'r chawl yn yw'n sy'n ching ysdiach i'r Doherty. Yw'n sy'n crwy I fan fod Josie Green ach mae gyrwg han cygwnig y dol tyf Nicola Doherty. Sy'n effeithing y shot bal yr ash fo Erin Cuthbert y fans. Fang y rŵm ach diolch cas y ching ysdiach ydy gnoich. Ga cael ffyrus dy giliord Olivia Clark ach olach yr eist. Eidd skipin y Cymru. Bal ni'n pys ching ysdiach an bocsach gyfo Cuthbert. Bal ysdiach gw With Abby Harrison, Ceannaid, Rachel Corsi, Ikerain, Gijach, Slutig Yano the Lane, Ach, Daniel Salkova and Rachel Gentigi, Gra Cal Chiarishit. You see the ball in, Rachel Corsi's complaining she's had her shirt pulled, but in the end, Abby Harrison can't really steer it on target.
Yeah, and it's a great ball again from Erin. A nice flat driven ball. Rachel Corsi obviously claiming there for a free kick or a penalty, but I think Abby does well to try and get something on it and direct it towards the goal.
Room Gillioric, Davison, and Shaw, Ihain, Ching, Hunsi, and Tarakic, I guess Ihain, Fiaching, Periastach, Cass, Lily Woodham, Ching, Shach, the Gnoi, Hifakel, Gretirach, Satalis, Shach, High Fine. Ball the Ching, do Caroline Weir. Weir getting at Ash, I guess a lot of Gekafos the Hool. I should, but Claire Emsley. And Norshin Cathbart, like Corums, Shin. Buich Galmagorst as of Oxa Davidson and a hound Durisha. Gah, Skillick, Harrison, a Hummer ball, she is shit. Lovely ball there and just cut out before it got to Claire Emsley at the back post.
Yeah, it's a fantastic ball in from Caroline with that diagonal run from Claire, but it's something yet again that Scotland have done so well. They keep that attack alive. Erin picks it up at the edge. They keep picking up those second balls and making it really hard for Wales to get out of pressure.
Cymru Fiaching attain le Lutigan Chwrydoi Estcourt Gahatal Jack agus Chanaigid Nicola Doherty ach yn bal Chwrymach Began Slachten Suez Afar. Joe Cloike shit agus bal Jack an Vox of Ohana Kane. Ballaching Arstis Jack and Vox into the shit. Howard agus Corsi. Giano Gilliori did it. Some ball like Lee Gibson. Collis it a Hulachiachka. Gra Lani Saka Jeva de Giano. Shinakana you. In the end, it looked fairly calm at the back for Scotland.
Yeah, I think it was completely under control. You could hear Lee properly shouting for it there, coming out to get it. And yeah, I think that partnership between Sophie and Rachel Corsi has been something that we've been developing over the last few months. And I think, yeah, it's getting stronger and stronger.
Collis Gorst the shot. Does look a sore one here for Nicola Doherty.
Yeah, that does. A knee right into the stomach, I think.
Satal is Jachin. Achshien Hakagal. Hashin faking hast Gillicat. Faraching shit Kiyu. Ekleunje. Yushin Biachvo. Josephine Giard. Jach Marahaya the V. Giano PhD. Agus if he clicked Balkosha, it can then Che Eva clicked the Celtics and Nisha clicked the Hamiltonakis. Ach, Kuchaka High, if Jano upper vote and in Fulham. I guess Clinishin Maraha, Doggy, Lishishin, Joch Glachku with Kulu, Elena Gian, a shit Abby Harrison, Kuskestan, me in a Kuguna give a shit. Give minutes and Fika de Glachs. Een bal er al Shachat did. Olivia Clark het er een push dan Chumri uit. Er is Sophie Hurd le Ciawn is jy bal y fria ysdiach van Noshan fo Erin Cuthbert agus sinna ha fac a lalape Tyl Cynioni at Hoshach. Me Corman Gillier Chavor Chanatu Irvi Galape sy'n cwtwm ir y Chumri yn cwtwm sy'n ching yr east is Lauren Davidson fiachingri Grey Maing yr falach. Rut big crawl out of Shin Yano ach reached Hatjanik Woodham ik gevoeld on Chumri Shian ach bal scope a good follows in a faking spoch to ha late Kerry Holland the tune dike hij for Oorlog a shit reached Oorlog a shot Oorlog van voor Sam Kerr is Unsi nach de hart Rwy lwch taith. Agus gyda chwtsi na Cymru. Chod y chwrt a farach. Ys yr eitir agos. Ys ni ffa gael corum ag na Cymru. Fiach yn ei becanto gael i enw chi sy'n gael taith gachas yn becan taith gael galop o cwtioch chi sy'n as y stand eile. Gyfel na brachtig agos na lein sy'n alop yn och ysyd cwtioch smar sy'n. A fys gyda fys strateg sy'n gêm i'r ffach bi harstas gilior y doleithder. Yn iawn i hydd y chli ei bal y fria sŵas y yw'n sy'n Kerry Holland ysyd ach yw'n sy'n cwtioch fo Nicola Docherty y fafagal grawn eich gysio fel bal sgro cysht each around my un. Wir yn tyrysy a haedd chyn dwy'n son y fal sgarrasig sŵas bal y fria y yw'n sy'n Claire Emsley, tune tegen Ash, sluit tegen de Garsten eich geished, ach, korum ik Docherty bal chud is jach na fosta cool. Is a shit va Lauren Davidson, gamalish got is she Lauren Davidson van. Ach, bal jach dol shachat. Lovely play from the back. Great ball up initially and then another good ball in.
Yeah, it's something that Scotland have done well today. I think that midfield rotation. It's not always been Sam Kerr or Erin Cuthbert that's dropping down between the centre halves. At that time it's Caroline Weir, and we know the quality that she possesses. A great ball out to Claire Emsley, and Lauren's unfortunate at the back post.
Ysafien gyda si Fishlog, ti barste heg nad of de geip don Chymru. Ach, ga fi heen college leis yn bal y siach. Chleich I heen corsw the heach in the Inish Chile. Lailis. Da skip it. Chiach na hwcwyn yn gyntyl. Yn y Chymru cwtioch y chwys tyl gynioni ydd na Philippines. As y gêm y fachgus yn i'r asir y chwy gylogio caliber o lasyn. Cawl o ga gynioni. Da hyl yn y da finach dy Kristen Stotter. Dy Inish Chile fagal. Alap y cawl as y gêm sy'n nôr sy'n gac y hyn. Yr ein at y chwys yn y Philippines. Y gyda'r eich achgen. Lauren Davidson, Rachel Corsi oedd yn y tyl as y gêm sy'n tyl lansgach lefan. Gysgeb y Pedro Martinez Losa. Wydym mahad o'n Chymru y lorach. Roen yr chorygyn eisiau sadal ysdiach. Mi irig hai fain Sophie Engel yn captain nach Ching yr adile. A Davidson yr eist. Dol siachat chwn y failain. Agos yn bal y fria yr ash. A lot of Caroline Weir agos stochyd i'ch le orloch yr falafs. Yn y ffeichging orsdag dy dol sŵas fy Caroline Weir. Chamber shit. Mae eisiau tolit eisiau fal o hwyri. Famous gyda Joe Val o Faln. Gibson ag y chwl gyda drac gan Fal leoch slia. Claire Emsley diolch a chawl gyda Ari Holland. Agos Fishlog leis yn bal a fria tre. A Hanig Gibson ymach gys nasal. Gys synig iarig ymach Kaylee Green and shit like Corum. Good work there from Lee Gibson to come out and cut off that hands.
Yeah, and it's a carbon copy of what Jess Fishlock tried to do a few minutes before. She possesses that quality. I don't think we can afford to be leaving her unmarked in the middle of the pitch, especially in the transition to attack. But yeah, Lee Gibson does very well there to come out and claim that ball.
Thank you, Nicola Doherty Haast. Diolch, chanili dwlwch tolich. Jay Nunsi of Ashit, the Hanika Shachora. Glunia Systemac. Be faraching shit, son Pikanunia Heis Haast. Hashkid Lehed. Manager Nakumri Gemma Granger a bowling the bass. Miri Yish. Neil Moran. Achavani Nun Corumshin. The minute in Miri Yevieke. Son of the college in me in. Kutje met die in de skip eitjesje. Zo'n voor kutje. Balen Noorsjen. Die is zoals voor Caroline Weir. Als je een faking would hem viagen, dan zou je dat Davidson is me hier gevoegd. Lauren Davidson. Bij je heen tolletje. Santa Galapa han sattel is jacht het al. Ik kan vachtel van een les reetje. Not too much in that one. Davidson just shielding the ball out.
No, not at all. But I think our work rate there to make something good of that. She does fantastically well in that defensive transition there.
Alpa reached Chingerstach troch Caroline Weirmaha. Ihain Gahorst again in Cuthbert. Cuthbert a lot of Claire Emsley. She is foin ball snog Stjach de Caroline Weirach. Neigen ball for smacht. Coromilla Gavie in Cuthbert de Noors en hij gang er as ik aster. Stoch op jacht ball begoed is Stjach in Target. Stjach Gahorst de Davidson. Davidson ge Cuthbert de Rees just a vox a ball is Stjach van een vaste goal. Arst. Another spell of possession for Scotland and another chance.
Yeah, we work it really well out on that right hand side. Just kind of looks like it was a cross come shot there. I think that just has to be drilled right across the front of goal there, get the strikers across. But yeah, I think we're creating more chances than I've seen us create, certainly in the past few games.
I'm sure Erin Cuthbert would say if it went in, it was definitely a shot, and if there was someone at the back post, it's definitely a cross.
Definitely, but to be fair to Erin, you never know. She's capable from that angle.
She's fighting Olivia Clark a shot on Chumri. I think all she is Skolskal. Triple Chechgille Brown. You mentioned at the start Lauren Davidson's deserved her chance. How do you think she's played so far the first half hour?
Yeah, I think she's done very well. I think you're seeing what she brings to the game. I think you're seeing her taking people on, driving, her work rate off the ball as well. She's a real team player, looks to help others around her. And I think hopefully we'll see a relationship develop there between her and Fiona Brown.
Abby Harrison's another one who we've maybe been more used to seeing for Scotland off the bench, but starting. What does she give you that's maybe different to the other options that Pedro Martinez Losa would have?
Yeah, I think Abby is a little different. I think she can do a bit of everything. Obviously in the previous qualifiers she became a little bit of a go-to player off the bench. She assisted, she scored vital goals, but yeah, I think she can link the play up very well, but she can also run in behind. She is a hard player to play against, and I think with how little goals and chances Scotland have been creating, I think, yeah, she's very deserving of this chance today.
Viking Maha Olivia Clark Rash Ida Casson Bekan Jespit the Dolly to the Hieins Gemma Evans Shin Viking Leigh Evans Chorus Lichit Kech Beich Geschönischt wo die Lichit du Kech bewascht Neu in is Chile Kijiri Kech Gan Don Chumri maar Shin Jolas voorach Kech Goal Riest maar hij Shin de Vikra had er wie vol oorlog hier in Cuthbert tussen fijn in Kagunig van een reetje Snifekin Jack Becken Puch dus Jay en bal weer vallen wegens Puchs Christian Manushit. Doing she Caroline Weir Hakaviga for the Jach Suez Goravox KU. Critiquing Idishek Rachel Corsi to Abby Harrison. Harrison Dolphin a near Foster Hool. Shit. En hij weer een bal eentje. Cuthbert de Viaching. De bal rassig is ja gereest. Maar als je een Viking is het. Ga een bal scopen zoals. Lei Aster. Vola is ja. Het Hannah Kane I guess. Hij is het sport. Ja, Kusenket Kustrava. Tírach Garrassig is Jach de Kiaun. Colas Tolly Chickilior or it. Hafis Gedanik Shin, maar Glachas Nar, Markebig. Jach, Look Medica, Geno Keenjach. Hagus and Captain Eichke, Sophie Engel, Geno Keenchuk, Kelly Kjerskilior, Lenta Lodde. Femi Golku Ortna Parke KU. Kennachnel Mische Namjolige. Ieder. Collis gyfeli ciasgilior lent a lot so fys gybi alap tors y bal ffaing y bal yr asha sy leach gehyn Jean Suez leis ma va Davidson ach min Navarres gro chumri fiachan is y bal chud isid do Hannah Kane ach had oprach yw mach haif Cyu nýris gedŵr at gŵr y fog seg alapa ach yd ysgwp gyda'r fall af yn oes yn le Dochertys ach y bal y rwg af asid Yn yw che yn y lein y gorym na halapa gyfi ffaing ffas gyda syd fo Fiona Brown ach Gilior y chorym yn iddo chrwch yw eich gysio Ydy'r i heins Lauren Davidson gyrwch y sio diw Sŵs fan y chwl yr eich gyda a chwmr i Chyn Fi'n meddwl tiwn dyr ash Dal yr ash gydera Chwmr i Chi Glei Olivia Clark Hyn gochleich ys yn y ffeichging Yna James James Evans ysyd James yr eist Fiach yn yw tawl o lorog as y system a sio i galapa ach ni i'r i gymig diolch yn bal o y machyd o'r y ffarge Gwydwms Corymachge dat y gen o leis Fe gan aster i'r gol y machas y gem as y fynnag na gam i irig China Gish Nifi Sias Sa ffys Fe gan y farach Chase yn ôl as y Sbaen na ha Sean Nalapa drast gyw Satal ysdiach gyda Sam Kerr Kerrs Davidson cleich Math Collow Joe Hewntag y shit fo Lauren Davidson sy bal yn oes yn ching ysdiach go ar y fogsig go Claire Emsley ach Fys yn bwlwch Jay Mas nafer gy y shit ach Be shit siors y Rydw y fai gyri ag i chian hal Halanis iddo sin Halanis gydioch nach be shit Of Jess Fishlock, Ikieri Hane, ball the scope of Gamach. Lovely play from Davidson, great ball in. Not quite sure what happened with Claire Emsley.
Yeah, I think Lauren does fantastically well there, great feet. And you almost think she's going to whip it in between the goalkeeper and the defenders when they're recovering. And I think the fact that just she cuts it back into Claire, maybe she's not adjusted her feet, but fantastic play yet again from Scotland.
Joel, like it. Ik Chymru Chyn Suez escort na vesgach iddo jarig ymach le Nicola Docherty. Escort gehorst the Fishlock and tune tag Sam Kerr. Well, she's Sam Kerr me jirig hoe het zo get of al get nach nou heen gekend te lisje shit. Ha Chymru in ist lisje darne vrij pasje nach get. Gunnerst de galape ikke goed maar ha. Waarom stoog ik mocht tekenen Cymru. Ik kan karstig is Janoa. Hier zien bal stjachen de vaste ui. Gaat je gepullen maar de weg at de keri hij zag. Hier get er Sam Kerr zit in Cuthbert Halape ga score op een val af. Kutjem shit ik go van Caroline weer vaak al Halape ga gewoon Suez SLA ik Chymru. Corymach gyrwyd gynnyl hosio hwys na picant coig minachin a harry gold roch le unie. Minach na ga channing riheen stjei shit. Satel is jach Jean fo Nicola Docherty ta. Shin dog Abby Harrison. Chanila. Tuchimgi each Sam Kerr ta. Dos jach se. Get your ball of Fishlock. Weir's North Nick Caroline Claire Emsley Camelish gal eing rest the weird is jag shinne the yo yarige mach le Sophie Engel hi geta capture Nick Chymru first proportionele de galope Diolch cas ysdiach. Well cut out, but Scotland will be pleased with another corner.
Yeah, definitely. It's another opportunity for them to get the ball in the box and put Wales under pressure.
Ball a ching Irish o Cuthbert. And the first you did it. Ga big and Shachated Abby Harrison. Kunnarstan haast. It's a ball to touch him me and evokes it. Ga scoop a gerash. I guess me yeri touch him to Caroline Weir. Heen Lodok Erin Cuthbert. The devs it. I guess ball van de first goal ball a vria vaun. Ach, naig het corsi ach een paaltje of het Shachat. If Evacha Tarsin. Couple of good half chances at least there for Scotland.
Yeah, and yet again, I think something that Scotland have done well in this half is that second phase. They've recycled the ball well, and it's a fantastic ball in again from Erin.
Davidson han de vele dus heen Jack Kustro aske de Cheekley. Cheekley heen me nog vast gedaan bij Harrison nach bal via Vaun. Hanna Kane Jan Hall heen ka Horst de Fishlock en jolige ka goed Stjach. Agus a shot ha Chumri if chilling at Ash. Ball via Fishlock. Sueska Kerry Holland. Agus Shachat if Lee Gibson. Ze sport Hanik a Chumri Suesa Vark. En Kutchum ik a Goul Alpe. Agus a Chumri Ash Kuyanan speaking is 3 minutes in Rigol Guleunia. Gachanatu Gro Kujan Kuyanan a Huvna Corman. Ach sin a Tull a ha Guntish. A sin a feich ging in Norshin Jess Fishlock. Jeno Keenchok Kalani sick na clicket in Mihimi Kalore. J. Haishikiri. Great ball through and a lovely finish in the end.
Yeah, it's a fantastic goal from Wales from start to finish. I think the ball out from the goalkeeper, the touch. Yet again, though, it's that space that I highlighted before that Jess Fishlock's in. Nobody near her, the back four dropping. The winger's movement out to in and behind Fiona Brown is fantastic, and it's a great finish. It's just so disappointing that Scotland have been in control of this game, and we have been speaking positively about the opportunities they've been creating. And yeah, we find ourselves back level.
Ash Kuyanan, I said Ash for all ik a goal. Ach, en bal er scoop again lovely. Sophie Howard. Bij Bullig Shane in Jachahan, a hash in een isje fijn. Shane Chorik in Bullig Teichne Cymru. Hij is in een veiking. Er is. De Cymru het Tornas Korstele. Diolch leis een uithuil of as het. Kushentjoch het zachtbrugge gegeven. Sientach a Jefer in Nation, Girach Pick and Rolly Union, ha Gavigarach a Gais, na ha the manager in a gra. Ball Suez for Corsi by Loddock, Abby Harrison. Harrison, the horse to get in Cuthbert's and Norton Skill, like Tarsin Ball, Scuniel, I guess. Kutchok I de horst voor smach le Lauren Davidson ach Hanai en bal gedestjach Hanik Junsi shit hakollig I Abby Harrison is hij staat de goede genoeg gemaskepelte Wish je reach it va evach gedal I guess Collis shit Gevel Kutchum, I guess, Oolachid, Abby Harrison. Snifeiking, hoe die Brak McCown, I guess, toch een Brak Ellen er ga je shias, I guess. Genial Collis Corstel Sipi, orde a shot. Josie Green van Vaching is Jachore. Doesn't look comfortable at all for Abby Harrison here.
No, she looks to be in a bit of pain there. Yeah, I think the girl's just gone for the ball, but obviously come right through the back of her. And looks like she's hurt her neck.
Smara Isaking na line to be Hula Urf Gagiano Fiaching Gabi Abby Harrison Kjerskelior. Nach be Chile Farks Christian an Haast me Veli Kjerskelior is on a Vigiano Shin. Shin Feiking I the screen na graphics a chin no looking van Spain. Gevel Cayu Keith minute in a Varach Gavian. Shin Feiking ta Abby Harrison. Chanili idir Corstal stay Marachai Shias, I guess. Doherty Chin Suis Vreen Ria. Ha Garach ging het al. Joe Gora Hashit Cayu. Geveli Lenta Lodde. Shin Colossus had Cayu de Leunia. Cymru an ffaing y bal yr ash eich chwl da. Sy'n eith da fynnad dwi gwynia farach gychleich ach tori sy'n i'r chlach gwyg Sabi Harrison Shias. Mae sy'n gyda haid chilach yn y ffarc yn ysg bi bec yn gwynia farach gan hast. Cyw da fynnad chile. Sy'n hydd Chinuking as España ha Fiskebis toch een big aan de warach de Chinerisch. Harrison, bij Dalsoes alleen, hij schacht de alleen. Er lees reiteren, gaan je al zin het kort grieën. Ach maar feit in Galerash, een miscruisen, goskippeld is J. Chillig in de vark. Kutjem, Gamesley shit. I the East Court. Er is een bal naar Saatje. Zo is de Haley Green. Green is bekend te wraken als een goal. En is Kukuhune gaat dan naar hij. Good to see Abby Harrison back on and back in ball quite so quickly afterwards.
Yeah, she seems to be okay after that challenge. Yeah.
Bal zoals van een goal. Goed hem in Doherty. Hij heen. Gomalstjag. Via en Jach het Bjarne Lork. Dus zat alles Jach eens. Hij dal de weekje. Hij dorst een prachtig van de vlakke kutjoch. We gaan op een jaar. Ach, vaak je de goedje knille shit. Het raast. Rutinille eentje Nicola Doherty. Ze zat alles Jach geweekje. Dol van Cymru gyda agos at Lysifal as y folks yn Fishlock a hawn gael gerig i'r ash ach gys eich dol sias agos iddyn ffyrwch sias sy spot hasyn y feiking lwch wel cleichyd ar na halapa giri i'r lwch medig o'ch chingydd agos Fishlock a sias van y Cymru agos cystion an me Fiona Brown hier ook al Shias voor Heuv na halappe na cleichyd er een a lorach a stretcher agus when a Jalavan shit I mean Avaris gebi sin a yi hoe die braco of a sach hoe agus Jess Fishlock agus er is de lucht medicach wel gieshin jach Van G-Shach Kjarsts le Corumdal son of Owlach. She Fiona Brown a hoed y brac. Hi sy'n diolch. Mae'r ha yn ôl o'ch eith cleichyd ar na halapa agos y reichir ydd groich yn ohors gyciawn jalaf yn dwlich rieichging so'n criwch o'ch oedd ydd y hyd leis yn effeichging y sydd stretcher y chiniedd. Leuni gyda tirich dwlich dan y hyd le ach ec leuni ha alapa agos y chwmri cwyunan le tyl yn yr agos yn gêm ha sio yn ein cw as Ysbaen y lental. Ha sy'n y dras gyda, mae'r fa sy'n y gra re, bys sy'n y klein sy'n fod Jody Giard, mae'n y behe eich gysio, yn y balcosio.
The first time I went to watch a football game, I don't remember, but my dad took me to see Hans Rostock, and my mum said that's when I started learning all the bad words.
Ruggus Hoke Josie Giard Sierra Mulch, Toshi he Cleo Balcosha at Gütersloh.
I think I was about 8 when I started playing football, but I actually, like my mum had taken me to a training session when I was about 6 maybe. But I was just boys and I didn't enjoy it. My dad, he's really interested in football, but they never pushed me. Like they were always like, oh, we want you to do some sports. So actually, before football, I done lots of like athletics and that. But when I went to school, I had a friend and she played in an all-girls team, and she got me to get along, and that's when I got stuck. Even when I started, like so, like what, 16, 17 years ago, there were already like loads all-girls team, even for younger girls, which is obviously nice. We still played against boys every now and then just because it was a bit more competitive in some occasions, but I think overall there are more opportunities for girls there, yeah.
Hur Josie Tull sa hiet gem eichge son FSV Gütersloh nur Weishach Giag.
So I was playing for a different Gütersloh team before that for like 4 or 5 years maybe. So when I started 8 until maybe 12, and then the team I moved to, the other Gütersloh team, they were like the best in the area, and my dad kind of pushed me to make that move, just to get into competitive football a bit more and to start developing. Although in Germany we don't have like under 19s teams, so it's actually really common to make that switch when you're 17. Like most people, well, you need to start playing women's football basically when you're 17, 18 because there are no youth teams for you anymore. The first team actually just got relegated from Bundesliga 1, so I was lucky in the sense that all the bigger players, they left, and they also spent most of their money on that season being in the top league. So they actually kind of had to build on us young players and give us that chance to come in, and there were like 6 or 7 of us who all stepped up at the same time, so it wasn't that much getting into a new team. I already knew lots of the players, which made it easier for me as well.
Kabatak in the Hoshi included their eye at Ganolhai, a Janu molecular biotechnology quality of Balcosha.
I've always been interested in like the science stuff, and when I was still at school I always thought about becoming a teacher, and then when I finished school I worked at the primary school for a year, just like helping the teachers and playing with the pupils and everything, and then I noticed actually maybe teachers not for, like I enjoyed it, but I was like, in a way, like my thinking wasn't challenged. Like in a way I was like my brain like needed a bigger challenge of like trying to solve problems and that kind of things, and also kind of due to my diabetes, because like obviously I need to take insulin, and like insulin is like that prime example of like a biotechnological process, so that interest also came from that side as well, because I kind of always had that dream as well, and maybe getting involved in like finding new solutions for the treatment of diabetes as well.
Bwy fôr bhí ag tínas an túcar dríach clúcha Josie, chuidir í a bethe abisteach.
I think there comes a discipline you need with both to be successful. So like being disciplined without diabetes helps you with your sports, but at the same time sports can make loads of things with your diabetes easier. So actually like it's a recommendation for people being diabetic that they should pursue some sport. Obviously then professional sport is another level again. But for me it was never something that I was like, oh, I don't think I can do it because of my diabetes. And I think I've been lucky as well with my parents and also the doctors I had. They were always being really supportive and wanted me to go down that route as well. I need to watch what I eat in terms of I want my blood sugar to be at the right level when I go into a game to avoid basically getting a low blood sugar during the game or getting a too high blood sugar during the game, because then that's what could affect my performance. But I'm actually, for like half a year now, I got this new like an insulin pump and a new like sensor who are actually communicating with each other, who are helping me a lot. So it's like that technology side, which like the last 3-4 years has like made huge steps, which is actually not just helping me, but loads of other people with diabetes as well, and making things easier.
Awn yn 2008, chwm Josie ora ag olhau strachlwy, a stau heinig le Celtic.
Well, I always wanted to do like a semester abroad, but I wasn't at any stage of planning that or looking into it at all. But then I got contacted by Celtic at the time, who were asking me to come over. But I was like just about to finish university. I was like in my second last semester, and I was like, no, I want to finish my degree as well. So I had to finish a semester, like do some exams, and then I could come over, and I had to do like my final work, like the final dissertation, and got lucky because like one of the professors in Germany, he knew someone working here at Strathclyde in one of the labs. So that way we got in contact, and I was able to finish my work over here, which was obviously nice.
Glé Josie Weisterach in an industrial biotechnology. Cusper nach Ellen Corjan Skipper Gumayolach.
I think for loads of them it was like a bit of an unknown. They didn't really know what to do with it. When I first came over, I used to live with Kiva Keenan, and our days were basically completely opposite. Like she was just focused on the football. I got up in the morning, actually went to uni, and sometimes I got back and she was just getting up. So it was a big difference, but I really enjoyed it. Because when I was in Germany, the club I played for, it was just women. All girls, so we didn't have a men's side to it. So for me it was completely new being at such a big club and everything that comes with it. So I just enjoyed that different environment, and then also enjoyed to actually play in a top division.
Chai Josie yn nursing go olhau Harriet Watt some PhD gleag. Ek heelig ook nach raan unie eichke haar shachet go Celtic.
When I started my PhD, I knew that probably there would be a time when the football needs to take a step back, because just time-wise it will probably not be possible. But I was also noticing that I probably hit kind of a roof at Celtic, that for me at that stage, with the commitment I can make, I'm probably not going to get the game time that I want, so that it will probably be a good choice to try something else.
Glúise Geramalchi go Hamilton Academical, a is Raini Buis of Vac. If I'm 3 tiles hier Gemma Eichke, a cosna go far Adam, der bomber, as she included the animal Geramalchach, Harold Miller, von coach Eichke Robert Watson.
RC and I didn't choose that. I think it was also mainly down to Bobby, he's really interested in German football in itself, and obviously the bomber Gerd Müller, he's one of the best German footballers ever, who was known for scoring loads of goals. So I scored a hat-trick on my debut, so maybe he was like, no, we need a big name now. That's what comes with that responsibility. I kind of need to deliver on it, because often we're relying on it, but actually now I think other people have started to score goals as well, which takes a bit of pressure off me and lets me relax a bit more in certain situations. I mean, it's obviously nice when players in your team look up to you and think that you are the one who can help them win games. And obviously also when I first came here, they were still in SWPL 2 and chasing promotion, and that was a challenge as well that I was interested in.
Nuair a bhuainnig iad artachug a rás suas gan SWPL a hún, be grún tachart is a bhain an dríoch Josie.
Definitely at senior level. Obviously because I was playing also in second tier in Germany. It wasn't like we were chasing titles or getting far in a cup or something. So actually like winning something, getting a medal, that was definitely a highlight for me, yes. I think when I was still playing in Germany, we had like a local derby. So I was obviously playing for Gütersloh, and the other local team was Bielefeld, whose men's team they actually play in now they're Bundesliga too, but they used to play, every now and then they play Bundesliga 1 as well, so they have a big stadium. So when we would play derbies on their site, they would actually let us play in the big stadium. So that was nice. Unfortunately, we didn't win all of those games, but won quite a few, so that was good. At Celtic, we got to cup final, which didn't go very well. But for me, it was basically my first senior final ever. So even though we lost the game, for me, it was still a big occasion, which I enjoyed very well, a lot. And then I would say here at Accies, apart from the promotion last season when we played Motherwell away, and won a 1-0 game there, that was nice as well.
Cuirí Josie Críoch a PhD in Buenasa, agus Jenny a Hinchin Suas, Furach an Alba, no Gluisa de Rashiachi.
I've not made a decision yet. Looking at opportunities here and there, because I know at some point I want to move back to Germany at some point in my life. So now would obviously be like a logical time to do it, but I've not decided on doing it, and there are like bigger decisions behind it as well that I need to make. I know I'm enjoying it a lot. I think it's especially the people who like make it worthwhile being here, and then also the football, just playing every week and just enjoying it. At the moment, with how things going, I'm really happy, and I think the club is making the right steps, and I think is developing slowly but surely. So it's definitely something I would want to be part of, yes. I would say for this season, we want to stay in the league, and then I think we got loads of exciting young players, like not only the ones we signed this season, but actually coming through the academy as well. Like we've got some players training with us, who are actually good enough to play with us, but too young, so they're not allowed to play with us yet. So I think if we can keep them at the club, that the club can actually make bigger steps as well, and can move up the table in the future as well.
Josie Giard siad gíise me bheitthe ionteach as sa spáras a sin na féiking seo díoch bhí chun minute na gá Fí Brown a fáca nóil an na Murcia as sa Spáin. Jalvan Gamatullich agus siad bracaing ag Jerry I chiad le I héins Jess Fishlock a gurich sias ag Jerry léamh a siad agus sin na féiking díoch mar a had Geno Cínteach go bhfuil Fí Brown cears go leor. Bhí sin na dóchas clein sin bhó skippe na halappe iad Tíreach a hirirhí dul le Fí Brown nach quite difficult there seeing Fí Brown being stretchered off at the end of the first half.
Yeah, definitely. Obviously you can't take any risks with these sort of things, and hopefully, yeah, she's okay.
In terms of changes, what can Scotland do to replace Brown?
Yeah, I think we've got a number of replacements on the bench. Kirsty Smith could come on, Jamie Lee Napier, also who got her first cap the other day. Yeah, there's plenty of people on the bench that can come on and fill in for Fiona.
We'll have a look back at the moment. Scotland, a great start, only 7.5 minutes on the clock, and we see a great ball in and the header at the back post from Sophie Howard.
Yeah, it was a fantastic start from Scotland. I think the ball in from Erin, obviously something they'd worked on, and a great finish from Sophie at the back post.
And you mentioned this goal for Wales from the goalkeeper forward. Everyone did what they needed to do.
Yeah, it was a fantastic goal from a Wales point of view. I think the ball out from the goalkeeper, the touch into Jess Fishlock, and the run from out to in from that winger, and a great finish from Kerry Holland. I think disappointing from Scotland in terms of how positive and how dominant we had been within the game, to find ourselves going in level at the break.
And it does very much change the kind of feeling. We've been talking through the first half about all the Scotland chances, but even that last 5 minutes where Wales had 2 or 3 more half chances, it just kind of felt like any momentum had kind of gone out of it. It was a lot more 50-50.
Yeah, 1-0 is always a precarious position to be in, certainly in international football. And yeah, all the dominance, all the positivity is probably taken out of you. But this is where I'd like to see Scotland step up again this half. I think, like I said previously, we have put together good 45s in this tournament, but I think even with that sucker punch there, with that Wales goal, I think I would like to see us come out and begin how we started that first half.
Hi sin hasin feu Jerevig Hastydd co Hagaviciniaid yn nache Fiona Brown. Agus fi'n yn afrys cydioch gyfi Jess Fishlock iddo ffa'r gagal. Chynach gysyn syt bwlwch a chynnig sy'n mae'n chynnig sy'n pein. Diolch mae'n y fa fi Brown sy'n ffagal y ffarge yn ôl ys Ysbaen. Sy'n ffeiking y brin y dol ydy'r Rachel is Abby Harrison. Ach, chynniol synydd Jerevig bwlwch ainydd. Mae'r amigra co hanigydd. Hash Fishlock. Sy'n ffeiking y sydd. Ha Fishlock ydd chilwch yn y ffarg agos I hyn ydd leich yn yrstoch as I hyd le. Yn y corman y ffat y feg y chwmri. Fa I hyn na misg. Agos ha ffisg y bi as y darn y le cydioch. Diolch gyda narcaine. Tyl yn nyrra. Y gleuwnia. Agos alapa yn ysdi tîn mach as sy'n ffeiking. She is Ishid Giri, Kirsty Smith, and again the Nasha Fiona Brown. Smith, Ishid Lishi Hid, UNC Eichgische, Istach, Idder Gereich. Scution, Marha, Mianach Train Geichgische. Click at our West Ham fine. Dau hits a neu of Keip Eichgische. If you chin Faravengi. Hyn, Lauren Davidson. Davidson gachwmal ysdiach ach gachawl. Sy'n thors corym yn orsnig James yn fi yn y ffarge. Greimain i'r chwys. Chymru. Ni anach sochgwyd. Safaltje, Dolarash. Gwna ti glei sy'n oes yn tosio hwyr eist. Josie Green a han. Dolarash gwna ti glei eichge. A ti'n gachlai heichtere. Fiach. Doi ang siachat i'r Claire Emsley. Had dit sy'n I anw. Sy'n ti'n gyda erst. O fad o lorog. O sy'n Kaylee Green a fan y fa lorog. Yn oes yn Hannah Kane ach. Cwsir y fawl agos. Cora McLee, Gibson, Chinyamach, son shit Yarrigamach. Wir a hannen turris at the gallop at Yarrigastach, the Horst, the Claire Emsley, the Ainger Ash, agus ball a Vria Stach at the first agus peace, skill, Mirvalach of a shit. Ball at Kulu, Abby Harrison, agus I fiach in the studio in the Tarakich. Schor shit, Eacher, Fate, van the Tarakich. Just slightly behind Abby Harrison with the ball, but a nice piece of skill, almost getting it on target.
Yeah, I think the link up as well there from Claire Emsley and Caroline Weir to get Caroline and behind a great ball, and Abby does so well to try and guide that on target.
Chymru, ta, casir y fawl, I guess it's soch grwchwch, ma stiach dan darna le a sio. Cywys na pick and vinach yn y hyddi fiacing. Heard on a mach van a cool. Find Lauren Davidson. Ihain Smith's care gachlai heichter it. Smith ar a bhí amach isteach a squads na Halpa, tí a há sa squad fat na húne. Sí Erin Cuthbert agus sléite ráis a siad le James. As na feichcinn gotá. Diolch yn ffyrwch sias. Eisiau agus fo bec yn olach. Rachel Rowe. I hyn idd tînydd son y darn y le. Chadwr sy'n siarad agos cwga haast. So if you heard the shit, well, Crwy, is iemig I fi. Bec yn cwsir y fal am shit ach Cuthbert gael legal ymach. Son pre bosian. Sam Kerr misgynjain de galop dal stiach yn fawkse wat chokwnnerstoch van osian. As I hyd le. Agus byr y dochus. Gerard rwyd I enw tosioch y darn y le. Caroline Weir y dyrysy. Na che Erin Cuthbert leis y fal stiach. Roinien gilior eichge. As y fawkse de galop dolchen y ffost y ei. De sturig falls yn orsyn fischlock a hanna haka. Chwyd Nasache fall op bullachach. Alap QV kom op krijgen met de graag. She Smith a hand leis yn corwm. Sath oes jach. Fi mi Dolarash. Sophie Herdach. Ik heb kussen de vallen geschud. Agus Jan Hall. Hashin Fararoshin. Er is weerlijk corm dal eerst. Davidson. Davidson kan gelijken. Snasal bij Lorrock Smith. Gaan er een gebalen jaren gemaakt. Het zo'n satel is jager eerst. Clark. Het er pusht dan Gumri. Is gaan jullie Lorrock is het. Sam Kerr. Agus. Zijn vaak al oorlog. Ik gevoel in de Gumri. Dat je ook maar gelijk het val af lees. Bro, han ik vast naar Pijnge Kleunje. Huchtje is het. Action. Karum bal. Wel, een prachtige lesreetje zo is en Abby Harrison. Making hoe die heen practice Jerry hier le. Schrok Collis Carstal se biade. Oh nee, Collis Gamachaunet. Looked quite a tight one, but probably correct.
Yeah, it did look tight, and I think that was the correct thing for Caroline to do there. Wales had pushed up higher. Abby recognised that and tried to go in behind. And even a big kick forward from Caroline, she even manages to do with a bit of finesse.
Fusion het sochgrhu gema ik Gumri geta as a darna le. Political yard clique on Ghoul. I guess me jirig landig le ro. Heen toch Shaka dit Smith. Is ge jarig rash en bal snock of a shit dikke foste Ghoul Norshin. Was Sophie Engel. I guess wat caught ik geschit gerin Tarakic. Wie captain de Gumri. Bulloch College le mar a chaí a cha shouting díoch an cunners da shit Eke Gumri. Just goes past Smith and then probably should have hit the target.
Yeah, it's good direct play there from Wales. Disappointing from a Scotland point of view. I think it's too easy for her to get to the byline, but it's a fantastic cutback with many great runs, and I think Wales will be disappointed that they've not capitalised on that.
Misschien faking. Noorsen Claire Emsley. Ja, gaan die Rutgen groeien bal en vria van de Gabby Harrison. Harrison Noorsen Dolmach gedogerty. Harrison geëin Ash. I guess ball in iste ching is Jack for Doherty. My Lorach Cuthbert no Caroline Weir ach. She Lenia Jerak Woody. And the ball is stickle Eka Humri. Jerak get Chin Giri Kerry Holland Hanekie Nacho Rachel Rowe Don Humri. Arach Selena Yivesen ball is Scaniel for Caroline Weir. Lani second Menachas Clee Eichgeshe agus Turis Ille Tuch a faking a short skill a Heichge. We shouldn't be surprised when Caroline Weir does something like that and takes a shot from distance, but every time you just think it's Caroline again with her left peg.
No, certainly not, and I think that's the space that we want Caroline in that half space on the half turn, and yeah, that's a fantastic strike. Unfortunate not to find the back of the net.
Weir in Orshin Lashe Valistach van Noshan. Chumri Giano Gilorgus is scope a good fall throw Widum. I guess Hanek and Ball good fish lock. Jenagi Hain, Shianach, a horse de rash de Gallapa. Kishdan roll lav Gachlach Gugashaw. Kishdan Gajera Fakishin Nikishdan Shin had Jack Kuguna rated a Kuyu lay Alapa. I guess Marshin Miss Minch Gafashin Jero Tuv Shachtuv and a Jolovan shit Hachino King as a spine. And Ash Ekahul and Bala Gallapa. Howard the Hunt to Galore. Mach the Smith. Davidson Cahal. Yes, Minyan pass now. Marigiach Davidson Graham. I need a dribble, I guess. Shinnet Korma Horst on Humri. I should have faking Alapa. Kumal Kuchum. Ere Humri Ekahul. I guess weird Jano Kama Bowling Ash. Patricia Guerrero Danish, Caroline Weir, Gahorst, the Lauren Davidson. He Girach Graham Meraval. Smierig, Sturig Machach. Schnishelting Hosnasal, Sigid the Gallop Ching Erst. There were some shouts for a penalty here. What would you give?
A penalty? No, I think it would be harsh. Her hands, it has hit her arm, but it's certainly by her side.
If anyone knows the exact handball rules these days, we'll pass them on. Ach, Fakishin and Jispitshin, Delilah. Howard the Hanekahu. The Gallop. To the search, look, take the Halabash and Cleanchin Lena Horain. Big a new shit, maar ha big aan de lucht tegen Cymru. Het hele toos Lena Horains. Big aan de rutig in de dollars te staan zitten de daar skippen, maar ha ieder vaak het game ieder wie aan ieder wie ik gammeren dolve alappe ach als ze score has je een faking gaan vast ze ha Is get on a hoe dat de deel gaan het doen. Garaneke Gumri Hane Kormen op jaren de wie. Smith the Haneke the Clay Union Gascope Suez the Harrison ach Evans Josie Gamalish Galgema Evans Jano Gilor gus bal goedemag. Satellis Jackerie is Jack Kirsty Smith. Eens Cuthbert, Jenna Kama, Cleiche Machase, Vjarne Verschittach. Wel, hoe het verslot. Kasse, dat is hij geëng in Ash. Balen, vrije, zoals ik get. Heen, zo'n kjære gestjacht aan Voxes. Zijn faking. Een bal in Oorsten Tare Voxen. Ach. Jierig, had je al gedal. Raad kjære de Gumri. Ik zei Alappe, trouw Gled Emsley. Ha prisje gedurst de riest. She isn't have Glee. Hij chien. Horst de Doherty. Sam Kerk eing in Mian Farkach. Sophie Engel, captain de Cymru. Staat de Kormeich Gische. Eerst kort in isje. Tjoch. Gelijk hier als de Olivia Clark heeft er nu pusht. Cymru Jonach Gilior, big yn nhw'n I chaw. Gys yn bi Corum Ciarstach ge. Snor sy'n hicyn caffag gys yn cleichach ge. Cwtio more gyda. Harrison's, Cuthbert's, Weird, Jonach Gymach, cwtio mo chwmalora. Stad gachwyd idd Nicola Doherty. Safar ys o'r ymgalarach yw ila y Chyn. Giedarach yw yr ein Chymru Gleiwnia. Hannig roedd yn Nadja Holland. Dyrysio a Escort. Chyn Farchna Parca. Charlie Escort yn Nadja. Wel, si Rhiannon Roberts a Chyn Idd. Ha cwtioch Cayley Green y Chyn Idd. Ie, Hannig I hein, ie. As y ie, machga na un ys Chile, gyda'r eich achgain na hat eisiau. Sy'n ffew Gerard gyda Cofus an, Megan Wyndham yn afrys. Si. Sarach yw eisiau as y lein y agos as y lein y chwyl gan Chymru. Howard as lein y chwyl dy galop ag gyda sgwrp ag gyda hosioch o'r hyn. Cuthbert gaing sias gyfar. Smir ha Howard gaing yn ash. Big head cwtio machine fo Engel. Smysyn. Cwn dau. Howard yr ash chwn y chwyl. Karst fwy. Ysydd si chyn far y farca. Nel ag y cwstiefer yn gymyn yn karst al mar sio. Ach, wel hais gybi yr eich yda cwtioch fo fesig agos gyffeimig I sialting sydd. Mae fa cwtio machine hwnna. Hwnnw chwl, Gemma Evans. Jenna J. Allen Powell, Scorbwg Sŵas. Diolch trwy'r yn Chymru as y leach gehyn. I'r glachgygydd cwl o lein y Gian y sydd fa. Jess Fishlock. Si Fishlock y fawn. Diolch. I'r cwsradydd hosioch. Gyda si y fwn i chybal Gillian Hall. Cwtio mysydd y Doherty. I hyn gyhors yr astan chaption eichge, Corsi. Mae'r fasyn I graed re, siach ffychyd ceithbeich gysio nes dy galapa. Ach y ting yr adile, han bal y ting ysdiach don fogse. O, y bal o fan. Y ting ysdiach fy wyn yn ysmeinio chi. Si, agos Doherty gyfag y hiarig ymach. Ach, bre bosian yn ysg. Eich Chymru sy'n cwtio my chwma lein y chwyl na halapa. Sgydera by wyn y cwmal cwtio idd Lee Gibson it yn y pwysg. Bal y ting ysdiach fo Lily Wood yma ha. Chwn y ffost y ei. Ysydd ha. Iawn alapynach. Ga aing y falafs. Nel yn cwnnwys bwlwch siachad. Evans. O, ha cwgwnig yr eich ydy. Stad y horsydd y gnoich. Asyn y ffeich Martha Thomas. Chynydd. Nacha Abby Harrison y hwydd brac jyri hyd le. Ach a haedd I fi y misgilior dy chleiche na halapa. Yn ffeichin cwtioch Amesley y Chynie agos Davidson. Agos sy'n y ffeichin Kirsty Hansen cydioch yd ti'n edd sa'n smynio chi gyda brogan hen arach chi ile chai ianw. I mi gera ygyd sydd ach Thomas sysbocht hai fain gwysyn gydol I hen Kirsty Hansen brisig sŵas. Si Thomas aha. Tiwnta gyda ash. Chyn y le eich gehyn. Sam Kerr sydd i'r illegal. Niall Cestian mae un yn gwyn yn sy'n fan yr eich ydy. Ag ysig si brogan he a hanna ceith cydioch. Sy'n Davidson, Hansen agos Thomas Ula idd tînydd dy galapa. Ymlaen y ieddar ych gytwr. Wna hosi chys y gêm. Bala snog ysdiach mae Caroline wir ac roas gyda chi glee. We've seen Pedro Martinez Losa change his whole front line there. What will that change for Scotland?
Yeah, it just freshens it up a little bit. I don't think we've had the same control of the match as we had in the first half. So we've not really seen Lauren Davison or Claire Emsley or Abby Harrison in the game as much. It's been quite transitional. So hopefully, yeah, we can get these three more into the game and get Scotland further up the pitch and secure possession.
Docherty van de brisig er te galoppen zit dat een bal zich het al klaar worden. Zijn vechting op het borden is check Martha Thomas die Jano en Mia en Leine je has het. Geen bejolige, misschien je het. Niet de galoppen. En daarna heeft hij het giertje. Sticht heel erg is nu niet in van skippen naast. Big and just but the doll. Go had all egal is dat alles jaag. Midierig, Cymru, fain gydol yr eistach. Cwtio, mae'n efo mi gra Martha Thomas. Gachwmel idd Gemma Evans. Agus, wel, chanel Lee Gibson yn y galish. Bal dol y machyd Cianna Farke. Gachwmel bio mar y chanadw. Sy'n y ffacol Conor diolch gyhors dy chorsi. Dochor ti yn eisiau Giannoch yma. Torstydd yn clwychyd yr Gian dol siach a dore. Bal y fria sŵas yn nwrs yn dy Kirsty Hansen. Hansen fiach yn rydol siachad i Roberts. G siachad Jean Faravengi. Agus hai gaing yr as yn nwrs yn o Caroline Weir agus mi giri gyfaing Bray Boshan. Nice play down the left-hand side there for Scotland.
Yeah, it was. I think Nicola Docherty did very well to break that first line of pressure and into Kirsty Hansen. She's such a good ball carrier and gets us up the pitch, and combining with Caroline Weir there gets us a corner.
Brogan Hay dolmach i Eunsi Erin Cuthbert fiach yn bal ein gysnasal. Agus sy'n hai fain yn oes yn bal chynna fian chynna fwgsa mi an y dyl. Gyda agus dorn flash yr eid fo Olivia Clark Cheik Lee na Cymru. Sy'n y tosio hw yn gaif sy'n ach Erin Cuthbert y fan. Gianno Cleva Chile gyda as agus stat o chwyd Megan Wynn y faidd tosio hw yn Eunsi y fasydd. Ysdiach idd le na halapa. Ysdiach idd bwgsa na Cymru gyda. Kirsty Hansen ffôlach. Ha I hyn idd Ashley Casson agus leis y fal yr eist. Darna corym fiach Martha Thomas a lorach ach chanau hi bal ike. Agus idd y sgrwp o gyda ffala facha gyfi Chile gyda as. Corsi a han leis. Bal. Chadjach am ar y fa I gieri. James van Gary gemaakt een paas zag. Halapen, Kavilische zat al eens jach. Again, really good from Hansen. Just keeping the pressure on the Welsh backline.
Yeah, she works the space really well. Just shifts the ball quickly and whips that ball in.
Ti'n gyda Adela Dyrysig gyda Shea Rowe. Chwyrwyd Sam Kerr Casas Jach agus sy'n y ffacol Steach don bhog ha Hannah Kane agus géimig an nuair sin. Kirsty Smith tílig ar ais agus an cúnairt de bhuachaig. Yet another counter attack, but another chance for Wales, and they just seem every time to be breaking down that Scottish midfield on the counter.
Yeah, I think Rachel Rowe does fantastically well there to evade a couple of challenges and get Wales on the front foot. Yeah, I think Scotland need to get back to being in secure possession of the ball and dominating.
Fishlock is Rachel Rowe han amach i'r farge. Son ifrei bosian sio y gael. Gael ysdiach gymian yn dyl yr iest agos gymig eichter Cuthbert agos Rachel Corsi yn bal y sgwp ag falaf. Great bosian ile. Bys awn gyda yn tris as y darn y le. Dyn Chymru. Isyn y sio. Caroline Gamalish gael Erin Cuthbert. Evans and Norse and Rachel Corsi. Could ask an Chunarst. Fichit Mina Chirakal. Ball the Ching is Jack van Norshan. Ikke Fos de Goel. Va Evans van de Waal. Ach. She kan al op en nog. Van Goede Valav. Fishlock. Give you Gal and Satel is Jack. No, Fakis, ja. To Rachel Rowe. Ball Shach don Bogsach. She captured the Halappe. Rachel Corsi ha going a follow. Chanel Chofatu Shin Kitai. A ball at Ashes Jach. Kunners the shit on. Gra Fishlock of Eve Canaville. She Lee Gibson the Hood. Graimith. Geforst noch for Yellow na Halappe. Fishlock just shown again that any sort of chance she'll throw herself at it.
Yeah, she's a clever player, I think, as Scotland push out there on the second phase. She's obviously looking to get in behind there, but yeah, Scotland do well to defend it in the end.
Ryan Kirsty Hansen matching there's Leishach, Bal go Caroline Weir, Jill Dolly, and Norsen Merach go over so like a cool for Olivia Clark. I guess first noch an the die for Ulach Martha Thomas. Jack Bal shit. Mach is on pre-Boshan. This won't be one that the goalkeeper wants to see again.
No, certainly not, but I would not be thanking you for a back pass in the middle of my goal.
Especially on a fairly bubbly pitch.
Yeah, exactly.
Cuthbert van Noshan Maha. Van de Foster Cool, I guess a shit. Va Sophie Howard. She hoed until Lekian Sichiat late. Diolch Clis Maravashin, ball Shach for Cuthbert. I guess with the counted of all, I can do this shot. Hanai Hiach Girach. Lee counted. He's a ball of Dalmachs on Prepashanille. Weira Han and Duris of on Teville. When the first of Hullery is Jagashi Howard and Taraka Cheveike. Hakata Humri. Genoer Patin, so as a fact. Weird, Jano Gamach. Yara Gamach. Twice again there, we see Howard at the back post from the corners, and just that chance again we see again that Fishlock had at the other end. Yeah,
Sophie's great in the air. I think the movement's been good at the set plays as well. We're always trying to isolate Sophie and let her go 1v1, that's her strength. But yeah, hopefully we can capitalise on one.
Martha Thomas, Gianno Gamafang, Shachat, a shit. If Jem Evans, a Hannah Kudamas Jackas, a Yarrigamach, Cormilla, Calapa, Kata, had the Ching and Ashasne, Quick Minachin Miyirik, Stachan and Gnoich. Jach Nahariki and a shit, the line yet fat the Darach, the Galapa, Hannick, Broken Hay, Martha Thomas, it's Kirsty Hansen, Ula Ith. I guess shit, shouting and ish. Give a lot of big on smack a gal, either Gnoich. Weird Kata. Miana Vox, there is it. Ball bych gom a górst. Ma dhéirigh ha túchtum. En sem nie Thomas van. Gabi. She cas Cúmarach. Gur an ball seachat i'r vatcha tarsin. But all of a sudden, just the last couple of minutes, Scotland have upped the pressure.
Yeah, they have, and these set plays are pivotal to that. I think the area's good that Caroline's hitting. The goalkeeper obviously doesn't want to come through all those bodies, and yeah, we're scrapping away for second balls.
Seo go bhí tin ar eisteach Cuthbert dá lámh suas go bhí té teachgrach go siad a cíalachuig donna fusta chúl. Gamas smúntin a siad an captain ag Rachel Corsi ach sí had na Cúmarí cha tin a fallach leis agus ní Rachel Road déanamh lé bha tin daichid slat suas a bharca leis. Mi dhéirigh tíreach huir go lígal. Tálaigh go leor as an dhéar an siad gan a bharca chana tú Caroline Weir deach. Cúsin a bhrísigh sias agus an nualach á thirst fat na cléiche ar an éiche. Cainichu éiche húine. Géime mór, géime stocha go mór sa dhéadú. Celtic and Rangers and a príomh líg na ban. Sin bio idd BBC Alapa éiche húine. Géime I gúteigh deirigh go leor as a líg iad season set. Caiinich átain in a Champions League na ban choch cudramach agus cúteach go dasca per siad fiachan rí ólach a chumal idd Glasgow City a cmolach a líg. Fuireach le gnáichin is internationalta. Manager internationalta lábhan ar a cheann. Colas van a chunig sin ar a bhainge go lárach ústácha tín agus sin feiching Sam Kerr fiachan rí táise chu gún sa dhéile Cuthbert a han go snasal leis is satal isteach go Horst Smith ach na hén suas chuna bháil feiching go tá thula Colas go bhí Chloe Arthur tín far a bhainge núine nach bí fata. Clark don Chumri chaneli lorog ach Sam Kerr a mian a farke. Sin ball a túchum to Gerin Cuthbert agus únsi o Aster a Gerin Cuthbert. Va Colas Saval to Gilior Clark ach shit Cunnerstach. Cuthbert doesn't need any second invitation to have a go.
No, certainly not in that position. I'm not entirely sure what Wales are trying to do in that build-up. That's a few times that the goalkeeper's kicked, but she's kicked straight down the middle, and yet again Scotland have done well in that first and second ball.
Tune again next how we are for all of legal. Well, Sophie Engel, who're Val, you know, stuff with Caroline Weir, no skipping a hall up at college yet. Ach, she fish look, I guess Nakumari had Chinya Falav Leish. Ball and Norse and Suez. Fiachani Megan win the lot of Kusid of Val. I guess Gibson, we see this one again. Probably fair enough.
Yeah, I think, yeah, I don't think that's a foul for me.
Nie the fark, stocha Kahiri, Parachna, Fashinia. Ball of Bria, Chin, Vark Cuthbert for Warloch, I guess me Yirik Ha, Kigunig, Rachel, Dolea. Vaslut, the Gedol, in a Lanian, in a Garston, Yirik, Maravamikrak, Chloe Arthur, Ching Ed, Nacha Sam Kerr. Develop it. Quick minute and Fichit, Maha, Garthur, St. God, and Elaine Chin, Gorum Nahalape. Stocha, Till, Warrock, Doherty, Ire Dream Girach. Ga je Lika le win. Noorsen fijn Praag van Waal. Na hedynach, hair ashe the Cassants. Collis Cayu na chelle, het kustroch fwy o horstore. Cwig minach yn giog, ganol eich gael 200 minach. E galop na hyl o lorach ach. Chymru gael lorach cwtioch. Mae Corum Sabi gyfieg skipper siach skipper yw cwpa ffinitar. Chosyn y bliana, ffeimiad na 3 pingin fan y yema ha sio. Yn ys Chile gyfi cleich Philippines ffesgar haast agos gemig. Yn ys Chile cawl ys on Corum gyfieg alapyn o Chymru yn y chosyn. Chachanyd y gyrwysyd rocholwch ach na sy'n yr a. I think that's a bit tougher than Paul Kosher. Ball touchum i'r o'r Voxa. Wel, y shit. Gyrach tyfa mwy y Voxa. A sy'n effaith gen Corsi. Faing y Cors fwy. Son niwn sy'n fasydd. Sy'n wyn y chaisias fan chwtchum. Gyrach i'r bialw y leine. This guy eisiau Karst fwy. You see this one again, and no real question about the foul. It's just whether it's inside, outside the box, and where exactly the ref was pointing.
Yeah, certainly a foul. I think it is just outside the box, but this is a huge chance for Wales.
Collisith, Fishlock, Giri Ibisgagal, Bala Mord, Girach. Skipping a halapa. Jihan. Schachner you. As a line of shit. Gibson it in the push. Fishlock a hand get that ball at Ishal. I guess a ball ting at Ashimach. I guess Lee Gibson a Gianukama. Shit the Havel get the Darna Horum. My row with ting Stach by Yedi Clock Kulu line of Gian. For a face at Gibson Machit. Good save in the first instance, and she wouldn't know that the flag was up.
Yeah, and I think the way that Lee Gibson has obviously set up the wall there, I think it would have been hard for Jess Fishlock to go up and over that. Yeah, so it's a fantastic initial save, and then she saves the rebound as well, but ultimately offside.
We're all the value, so Leigh Haynes, Norsen Kachleiki, Kasnasal Suez, Fishlock. And we can't just shit bullock of a geary, Tosh Corum, the row, Chingish Jach, Nugiri. Shalop, the Haching, the fall of Flesh. I'll pick the horse to fall of guitar, I guess. Well, I should have faking. Whatever. It's many who get Arthur of a shit. Gamalish Gal. Kirsty Hansen avant. I guess Gajera she Unsi Huag avant. And she ne faking Kirsoneva, Kirsty Hansen of Hirokshias. Howard, Dorash kind of cheekly again. She's clean chin, found Nashant in the Cymru. Coalition Kusiak Gnir Hoshach. You get on Gana Hashaw Ked. Jenna Queenshak does in clean chin in the last 3 years. Woodham Fowl of Martha Thomas. She is Foynach. She Smith a Hakayaramach. Haynes Cuthbert gleiche gesnassal leichtere Thomas Norsen Tolerash kan ik klei even alleen Jean Sophie Herdach she Fishlock a ching and fall of Lish Cuthbert well a ball shit Dol Norsen Suis hag Megan Wynn this Nuncy Norsen Master Chin for James You see there Scotland losing the ball just in their own half, and just quite how dangerous as well the forward line can be.
Yeah, and I think that's been the pattern of the second half for both teams. I think they've had possession in the back line, and that final pass has been lacking. And yet again, Wales have picked Scotland off and got themselves a corner.
Viking i bre borsian, gyda Ffiws Fasg. Iddyn Nieran for yn ro Cora gyfal fi. Is on shit. Eve is on brip finish stat mi. Am un stoch yn afrys. Gyda cwgwnig y reidr ei tîn. Iach chadanig cwgwnig sy'n bi. Ala patologio. Chymru, wel, fad sy'n gair i. Is fisk affection shit yr is. Iach yn bal ys diach. Chynnu fos dy hw. Wel, Chai Rorschach a dydd hannig y balt o Jess Fishlock. Gaf shin bulwch y hitchin na reini leis y shit. The ball comes across, and if the Welsh wanted it to land to anyone, it would be Fishlock.
I know it is a bit fortuitous how it comes to her, but I think it's maybe taken a little bobble off the pitch, and yeah, she's absolutely skied that one.
Is Cuthbert lucky maybe that she didn't give away the penalty just beforehand?
Yeah, I think I'm not sure I would need to see it again if it was a penalty, but I think as soon as you are coming through the back of somebody within the box, you are giving the referee something to think about at least. So yeah, Scotland maybe a little bit fortunate there.
No, Cleich gehaal op haar Forsnachts, maar zijn guy at Shin Heis. Bekans Koik Minach in Edakal. Smith a ham. Is zat alles jach. Anneke heen heeft naatje Fiona Brown. Hij van een paar keer stretcher. En zie het brak over zo gaan hier nog de roog leeuwje. Door zijn vis haast. Just another chance to see this one, and doesn't look to be too much.
No, not for me. I think Erin's stood her ground well there. Yeah, I think it's a fair challenge.
Bal sin diolch dal y ryd big fo Chloe Arthur. Hij nog een Jen Operva. Horst de Docherty gachleich de weer. I guess. Oh shit. Joe gleiche ieder Heinz Hansen. Norsen she Cuthbert a gaing. Ked de 12 jaar na biachse KU. Ach Norsen. Well, Heinz Kirsty Hansen. Kus oorlog with Jess Fishlock, I guess. I think he caught him egal gas nasal. Ach die schafke de breed live kiele. Maar ik geef de chin dan een kummerig gedaan. De Viking 3 Hannah Kane uit Chinje. Is Helen Ward Chinje na haatje. Colm Mierig de Gumri Kuzenarig. Roberts aan de haal is zat alles jach. Lot of captain eigenlijk Sophie Engel en Norsen Haynes. Roberts is Erin Cuthbert. Ik began Stratak. Je game gaan hele weer gelijk aan drogooi iets daar skippen Gianna na Suringai vach aan de dooi Carstel gaan haal shake hem en hier van Carstel hun te Sean en Cooper Finatar ja zijn keel conclusion in die boek getaker jaren junsie en Krooi is a fiscalention son de pick and vintage in de akal haast. De Viking Erin Cuthbert, de legal Jess Fishlock, zijn Norsen fachgelijk gigi kujach. Gejera han kuguna gedal leisje kujach. Caroline Weir leisje val. Gysi Gary fi fichyd slad soos y far gyda. Meirig has yn effeithing yn oes yn Rachel Rowe. Y pennes ych eich Daniel eisiau toleg eich. Like Cagúnig eich Lucy Salkova. Colas eisiau gydwydd. Rowe o bal, I guess. Cars just cysrafad that na Cymru agus yn Rachel dras the Cayu. Corsi a Hanlish. Ball, Suez. Obervorig, Kirsty Hansen, Giano, as a Noshanshin. Martha Thomas, no, Fiaching, Taika Horski, Sashinifakal, Gajaka Ball, good, Doherty. Ekahu, you on a late Cymru. Alapachinga there, Doherty, my ball Ishal is jacked on Boxer. Shinny Faking, Norsen Ching, Erst Ha. Well, Ba Cayu, Smith, Jens Brogan Hay, Piachanu Bjarna Lorek, I guess, Kagunig, Tidishin, Vidal Tuv, Nikumri, I guess, Rachel Rowe, I guess, for the stake, and Grog Cuthbert to Slutty Garston. Shit, Shaft on Vinach Meierigs, can you face it? Ching, Marcia Hasted, Unya Varach, Mahaking Kavijan, Woodham Kathleen Erstach, Ship Broken Hay, Hakain the Gallopet, Gahorst to Martha Thomas. Thomas Gahorst the Norsen to Kirsty Hansen, Hansen is Jack, Edora Vokse. The Yarig is Jack, a shit, Caroline Weird, all she is for Wallach. Kuts, Gary Prep finish, San Amach, La Villa, a lava reach at a doll. I guess Kagunig Dolnay, Kirsty Hansen. Is this a penalty?
I think it could have been, to be honest. I think Caroline's got there first and rolled her, and she does stick her leg out.
Kagu Davina Chivarach, Haniel, and Kagunig Shin, a doll, Tuv Nahalapa. King Roberts, Togal Gagassin, she Kirsty Hansen, Leek Galari, Hansen and Kumalamach, Heis Gaduri Valach, Biach Hansen Hakuntish, there is it. Corum Mayeri, Stolfe, Kumri, Chinga there, Bal. Bal like Kusid, so it's going to Vokse, and she Gibson, Hachinga Machlish, the Gallopper. Bal Arst at the Heis, Chin, Shinisjach, Donovinach, Mayirig. Faking 3 Fishlock, a half on a valve, Don Chumri, Cuthbert the Gallopper, I guess a Bal and Norsen Gascorpuk, so is the Martha Thomas. Again, Kusid, son Martha Thomas. Back on the Khalifain Corum, a ball, a shit, ball through it. It is for Clark hit in the push on Humri, Gagal, Corum, a Varach, the Gallop, a Corum, stopping the Crocor of Yachke. Hey, Stach, the Caroline Weir at other Vox it is. And El Cassaching is Jach, shit, Norsen Smith, a hack, a score, but Jach Gunsi, a Jake Lee, Doherty, Yachani. Ila Horstede Groika, Meyirig, Afghan Gallopper, and Wallishat Erash, and the Voxach again, and Kuchum is King is Jack, and Lee Gibson, Bo Megan win. I guess Shinafakal, Gashinefeu, Kugunig, Erachere. I guess Shin as Sivinach Meyirig, Smithaham. Zadal is Jack. Cuthbert to Hake Ein. Ach, spot to Hake Ein. Hakagunig, Erachere, the Chien. Alape, College Giljarstoche. Tillenudde. Ach, this. A Bjarne hitter, the Skippy in it, the Rangen and Hanatu, Giri, the Kumeri. I guess Gemma Granger, but Rieriche, Jerry Roy. clychyd yn, ond mae'n hwyr sy'n gym y chafwr carstal chan y dwy fawn yn cwpa ffinatar. A gym y fyr o chlich yn y doi gymacrwy. Does nasal gyda. Gyda sgipel y Corman Gilior as y darna li yn darna hyl y lodach. A chi iawn hal alapa agos y chwmri. Y criach na hw cynnan le tyl yn nyrra. Haley finished 1-1. Probably neither side with the upper hand. We see, if we go back to the goals first of all, the first goal for Scotland and a great start.
Yeah, it was a fantastic start, something that was clearly worked on the training pitch. Isolating Sophie Howard at that back post, and yeah, it's a fantastic header into the bottom corner.
And we saw the goal, and Scotland really had the upper hand in the first half.
Yeah, they did, and maybe not quite so dominant, but we saw it in that performance as well against Iceland, and we didn't capitalise on it there. And yeah, I think we didn't capitalise on our dominance again today, and yeah, that's probably how the game finishes, 1 each.
Scotland didn't take their chances. Wales did. They played very quickly out from the back, and a great goal in the end.
Yeah, I think it is a great goal from a Welsh point of view. That little ball in there, brilliant, and a great finish. But yeah, again, that comes off the back of Scotland being composed, being dominant, creating chances, and all of a sudden you're back level.
You would probably say in the end, the second half, maybe no absolute clear-cut chances for Scotland, and Wales probably should have found the target with some of their chances.
Yeah, I would say that Wales did have the better of the chances in the second half. I think the game got pretty scrappy. I think they had secure possession at the back, and as soon as both teams tried to progress forward, it did break down, and ultimately it became quite a long game and quite a transitional game. But yeah, I think overall it is quite a disappointing result for Scotland.
Quite disappointing, you say. Overall, what would you say about this Pinatar Cup? 1 win, 1 loss, 1 draw. Will Pedro Martinez-Losa be happy with what he's seen?
I mean, ultimately, I don't know what the objectives of the tournament are for Scotland. I don't know if it's game time, if it's training time, load. I'm not entirely sure, but from a fan that is watching, I think to lose 2-0 to Iceland was disappointing. The performance in the first half was good. To not capitalise on that and get beat was poor. The performance against the Philippines, yeah, at times it was good. Other times a game of two halves again, and then today to not yet again capitalise on the dominance we had in the first half, it is really disappointing.
Well, we'll see what happens in the next few games for Scotland. Thank you very much, Hayley, for today. Ti'n Norshin idd BBC Alapa eiche hynny Celtic and now Rangers as a game fawr a hasid and a prif league na ban. Ha cwtioch y Norshin Jehan Lana Jesarnia Gamalishgal Kilavernig and now Hopper na Mahad. I guess game more cwtioch Lana Sapaj Hearts and Hibs and a prif league na ban son Lavanochgad and a Balogunachin. Chadanig skipper, Shach skipper, Le Lavanochgad and a Cooper Finitar and Null as a Span Gita. Alapa agus a chumri a creach na chug tel the nude and da hul a chain as a head lay Sophie Howard le tel skynial de Galapa Fosglo Cushion a Chanorshin Kerry Holland ga Horst Kuyunan de Galap de chumri a chiva.